Alright, it's the number 76 of my accountability to myself. I appreciate everyone's attention who watches this, and right now I have such a weird feeling because I'm really calm. Like, normally I have some thoughts or I'm thinking about something, I'm kind of worried about something, I'm about to something. You know what I mean? Always something is going on in my mind, but right now there's nothing. I'm just calm. Probably it's a side effect of reading a book, but because I've just finished reading a book and I'm about to have my dinner because I still didn't have it. And first I decided to record this video. So in total, today I was studying for 6 hours 20 minutes, which is not bad, but it could be a bit better. I would say initially I planned it to be a bit better. In the morning I woke up, everything as always. I was studying for 1 hour 30 minutes sales, then I went to the gym. By the way, even though 2 days ago I kind of injured my elbow, today everything was perfect. I benched press 100 kilos and everything was fine. I didn't feel any pain, anything. So I returned home. First I did groceries, then I returned home. I was studying law for 2 hours, and honestly it's probably most boring subject um, that I had during this semester. However, economics was kind of boring because also lots of definitions, but economic I could associate somehow with real life, and I could find lots of terms applicable in terms of daily life. But law, I don't know. I'm studying parliaments, European Commission, Council of Europe, European Council of the European Union, and it's it's not the most interesting stuff, but it's something that I'm supposed to study, at least because I will have an exam, and also for overall knowledge. It's also useful, I guess. So I'm not gonna complain about this. It's a bit boring. I mean, I would rather do anything instead of this. All of the tasks that I could do, I would rather do them over studying lab, but it's something I'm supposed to do also. So I studied lab for 2 hours, then I was studying intercultural skills for 1 hour. It's pretty easy subject. The information is not really hard to study, so it's even interesting to study about this because it reveals something about communication among different cultures, which is really important in international communication, in general, when you understand um, what the person might experience because of some gestures or something, or when you understand how people conduct themselves in a specific culture, it makes you easier to feel that person. And also, the subject I would even find useful, and it's something that I don't mind to study, and it's something that is not hard to study. So I spent 1 hour, then I spent 1 hour 15 minutes studying French, and today I decided to do output day. So I was speaking, and it's the first time when I decided to record video how I'm talking French in front of the camera, and it was horrible. Of course, I'm not gonna post it. In one moment, I was thinking like probably I should create a new channel and start recording those videos in French because it's a very powerful method to improve your speaking through talking talking every day in front of the camera. And I'm going to do this maybe not every day, but at least a couple of times per week when I have output day, because it's really profitable, it's really beneficial, even though I cannot really express my thoughts correctly. I'm trying to do this, I'm looking for those words, and then I can rewatch it, I can analyze it, I can find those words. And today, for example, I don't know why do I have French notebooks still on my table, but for example, it's a list of words that I wanted to say in the first 4 minutes of the video, but whether I formulated them wrong or I just didn't even find them. So it's a list of those words. Then here we can see how I tried to practice my writing, because in French it's really hard to understand how to write a word when you hear this. You need literally to visualize every word, and I was practicing it. I was trying to listen to the word, then I wrote it. I'm looking how it looks like, I see it's wrong. So I crossed it, or whatever it's called, and like canceled this word. I don't know how to say it. And I started writing a new one. And it's a result of this. So I was also trying to write something in French, which is probably the hardest part in French, because it's really hard to understand, to memorize how to write those words. You just need to memorize it through your hands, through the memory of your hand. So I spent 1 hour 15 minutes, and then I spent 35 minutes reading a book. And as I mentioned, it's pretty calm condition. I can show again. I'm reading this book, Think and Grow Rich, and I actually like the idea of this book. It's, by the way, the progress is going well. I've already read 52 pages, which is nice. My progress is going, even though it's not really fast, but it's going. And honestly, I wish I had more time to read a book, and I will really try to find more time, because it's something that is interesting. When I hear my alarm, I stop it and I keep reading for a couple of minutes more, because it's just captivating. But as we see, I spent 6 hours 20 minutes of studying, and it's not really enough, because I have managerial accounting that I need to study. I need to really spend more time with law, because lots of definitions, lots of information that I need to study, and I need to repeat it, and I need to make sure I understand something, which takes even more time than studying. Then French, also a language that I want to study for the whole day. Yeah, so basically I want to do everything, but I have only 24 hours per day. 8 of them I spend to sleep. 2-3 hours normally I spend to prepare to get to the gym, to go to the gym. Then I go to the gym, then I return from the gym, then I change my clothes. Yeah, then 1 hour, even a bit more, it's morning routine. Almost every meal I eat, like I mean breakfast, lunch, dinner, is everything is 1 hour. So it's really hard to find this time, and sometimes I think that even gym is an obstacle, because I spend so much time. I could go in the gym 4 times instead of 6. I could eat 2 meals per day, not 3. And I would say way more time. If I didn't gain, I wouldn't eat so much. So basically, building my body nowadays, it's something that requires a lot of time and effort. But I'm not gonna reject it. I'm not gonna refuse it. It's something that is also important to me, because for me personally, it's the biggest proof that I can actually achieve something. Because when I look at my body, especially after training, when everything is pumped, I realized like, damn. And everyone who sees me, not even without, normally nobody sees me without t-shirt, but when someone sees me in real life and I wear something that is, how to say it, that is skinny, and you can see my back or something, normally lots of people says, damn, you're a huge man. And of course it's cool, of course it's flattering to realize that you manage to build a body most people cannot build. And it's a proof that even when you don't see a progress, because in my case I almost couldn't see any progress for more than a year, I guess. Of course I had some progress if I looked at my pictures of my body a year ago, then for example when I started going to the gym, then in a year, of course there's difference, but I cannot feel it just when I look in the mirror. And it's hard to see this difference, but you realize that just through consistency, through dedication, you actually achieve something. And it requires time. It requires a year, 2 years, 3 years. By the way, it's one of the thoughts that I heard today, and I was thinking about this for a while. Normally people have very ambitious plans for 30 days, for 1 month. And when they don't achieve them, which is logical, you cannot actually achieve significant goals in 30 days. You cannot build body, you cannot learn new skill, you cannot increase your income x2, x3 just in 30 days. It's impossible. People overestimate what they can do in 30 days and they abandon this, thinking it's not for me. And in reality, people underestimate what they could do in 1 year, because 1 year is 12 times more than 1 month. And even in 1 year, if it's a huge aim, probably you won't see a huge result. You will see some kind of result, but it won't be something significant. Sometimes it requires 2 years, 3 years. And it's a huge period of time. We can change our life tremendously in 2, 3, 5 years, not by grinding every day, but by doing even little steps. So it's something really important, just to keep your dedication, to stay dedicated to your aims, to your goals, to your objectives that you actually want to accomplish. Because always people are focused on outcome instead of system. But what is this outcome? By the way, today I didn't train my speech, but yesterday when I did, I've chosen one topic that recently I heard about, and I like this about outcomes and systems. And for example, if I'm not mistaken, I was telling about this example, but in a nutshell, imagine your room, like you probably tried to clean your room, and then normally in 2 weeks, in a week, again it's messed, again you need to clean this room. And the problem is that you are pursuing results instead of systems. So you put some effort, you've gotten your result, great. But the system, your habits, they lead to the same results that you had before you cleaned your room. For more clarity, I would say it's a great example when people study before exams, 1-2 weeks before exams, when they feel urgency, they study before exams, probably they even pass them, but after exams, they don't study again. They just slack off, whatever, but they don't study. When people 1, 2, 3 months before the summer are trying to build their body, and then when it's summer, when the summer uh, um, when the summer ends, the people end up abandoning it, abandoning doing sport, you know. People abandon workout because it's not their system. They were in pursuit of results instead of systems. But what actually creates those results, because results, this is our side effect. It's just systemic side effect. Our results of, it's a result of our system. It's just side effect. And that's why like most of the people fail, and it's really hard to build this system. It's something that requires a lot of discipline. It's something that requires clear understanding why you're doing this. It's something that requires some brain, I would say, to realize your purpose, to realize what you are actually doing. Sometimes it requires to abandon some of the people who surround you because they drag you down, they pull you down, you know. And sometimes creating a system, it's painful, but the only way to actually grow is pain. Just imagine what's going on in your life. You cannot grow when you attend the same, when you don't attend the same place, but when you stay in the same position in the comfort zone, you cannot actually grow. The principle works here. If you want to have something you never had, you need to do something you never done. That's basically what it means to move beyond your comfort zone, to try something new, to actually grow. And always those attempts to try something new, they are painful. And being disciplined, setting your priorities in a way when you prioritize yourself, actually yourself, over cheap dopamine. Sometimes it's really hard because our brain is wired to survive. Our brain wants to survive, and the when it seeks our brain seeks pleasure and ways to survive. Ways to survive doesn't allow us to try something new because staying in the same position, your brain learned that it's safe. You can stay at home, you can watch series, you can waste your time, and it's safe, and you're gonna live. That's what we need. In addition, we can get lots of dopamines that we cannot get through studying, because when you study for a month even, you don't see any results, and you actually need to put more effort. You actually need to think about your future. You actually need to apply your brain to take some responsibility for your life, which is not always easy. So yeah, most important is building system. Being responsible for everything you do. Realize, first of all, is to realize your responsibility for everything you do, because nobody but you is responsible for this. And your thoughts, basically you are a result of your thoughts, because your thoughts, it's something that creates your mindset. Your mindset is something that creates your actions, your decisions. Those decisions create some actions, and those actions is a result of your life. And normally your thoughts are tied with your environment. That's why sometimes you need even to abandon environment to be lonely for a while. And you cannot know how long this while might last. Will it be month, year? Alright, today I was talking too much, actually. it's time to have dinner because I guess it's almost 10 p.m. and I'm gonna eat my dinner almost for 1 hour, so I won't be able to fall asleep today also earlier, but I will try my best. Alright, that's all for today, and see you the next time.